Well, he's been rocking out since he was in elementary school. We're talking about our latest Musician of the Month, presented by the Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum in Bach to Rock, Franklin and Nashville West.
Yes, Peyton Spears is a 16-year-old from Hartsville. And as Sylvia Castaneda shows us, while Peyton loves heavy metal music, one of his major influences might surprise you.
Hi, I'm Peyton Spears. I'm a junior at Charleston County High School.
Peyton Spears' love of music started early.
So it all started out when I was like 5 years old, when I first picked up a guitar that my parents bought me. It was just this little, first act, like cheap guitar that they bought me. And they got these 3 albums for me, and it was REO Speedwagon, AC/DC, and Black Sabbath. And I didn't really know what to expect because I've never heard anything like that before. So I was just like, oh my goodness. And I would listen to them back and forth and like try to play them as close as I possibly could. A couple months after, I'd heard Ozzy Osbourne and Randy Rhoads. And I was just like, oh my goodness, this is like really different. I like it a lot.
So Peyton started teaching himself to play, and as he's developed, those in the industry have taken notice as he's participated in the Nashville Rock and Pod Expo last year as a music-made city artist.
My dream would be, going to, I really want to go to a really good, prestigious, like, classical school to, that's what Randy Rhoads did. That's what a lot of my influences have done. And I think that would help my music theory, my knowledge, and my compositions very, very well.
As for influences outside of Ozzy Osbourne,
but I also love, like early 70s and late 80s punk and new wave and funk and like a lot of classical music as well. One of my other favorites that is also really big at the top of the list is the Beatles. I mean, without the Beatles, we wouldn't really have 99.9% of the stuff that we listen to nowadays. So they are a key factor, and they play a very big role in my music career and my influence because they are just so unbelievable. And I know sometimes, a lot of people don't like it. I'm just like, how?
So Peyton heads to the Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum in downtown Nashville to learn about the Fab Four.
And the first one we're going to start with is going to be Paul McCartney.
Oh my goodness.
And after the Beatles had their last show on the rooftop, all of them disbanded, and they kind of all went different ways.
Yeah.
And Paul McCartney started a band called Wings with his wife, Linda. And they actually came to Nashville and stayed at a songwriter named Curly Putman's house that you can see here. It's kind of a manor in Lebanon, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And Paul McCartney, Linda, and the band actually stayed there for about a month while they recorded Down on Junior's Farm.
Yes, I love that song.
And when they were in the studio, they would always have a whiteboard. And that's for them to write notes, more cowbell, less cowbell, or whatever. And it was blank at the end of the session. So Paul and Linda and some of the members of Wings actually doodled on it. So
that is so amazing.
See here, it says, howdy, y'all. My name's Paul McCartney. Ain't I handsome and some? And she's like tougher than a 10-cent steak. So they were really being playful with that. So it was a lot of fun. And we're very honored to have this in our museum.
Oh, it's amazing to even see it. We actually visited the mansion in Lebanon, Tennessee, and it was just like so crazy to know that like Paul and Linda, everybody was there.
Peyton, another exhibition that I would like to share with you is this letter that's been blown up behind these guitars here in the steel guitar. It was a letter that George Harrison of the Beatles wrote to Pete Drake.
Oh my
and
goodness.
Pete Drake was a producer and also a steel guitar player. And Pete actually flew to London to record All Things Must Pass with George Harrison. And when he went, he took him an amp and this harp tone guitar that's right here. Later on, George would gift that guitar to Ringo Starr.
Yes.
And Ringo Starr came to Nashville to record with Pete Drake. And they recorded Buku of Blues.
That is insane how that
And there's a picture here with him in that polka dot shirt and a vest that we have at another place in the museum.
Really?
I guess the moral of the story is the Beatles truly loved Nashville and the Nashville musicians. Peyton, so another Beatle that is represented here in the museum is John Lennon.
Oh my gosh,
and
yes.
This piano was at the Caribou Ranch Studios, which was a destination studio that a lot of artists would come and do an extended stay at. And Elton John was one of those. And he actually recorded Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. He wrote it on this piano. He also worked on Lucy in the Sky in this.
That is so amazing.
And one of the background singers was actually a artist that went by the name Mr. Winston O'Boogie. And Mr. Winston O'Boogie actually was John Lennon.
That is so insane. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Peyton, it's been a pleasure showing you around the Musicians Hall of Fame Museum today, and we're so honored to have you as our Musician of the Month. And I have this wonderful award for you that I'd like to present.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Congratulations. And in addition to that, the Musicians Hall of Fame Museum has a little swag bag for you. We'll give you that.
Thank you so much.
And then our co-sponsor is Bach to Rock, and they've
Really?
included a gift bag for you, which is very nice
Very
here.
nice.
And they've included a gift card for $100 plus 2 hours of recording time on
Really?
there.
Oh my goodness.
So congratulations.
Thank you so
I'll hold this for you
much.
so you don't have to pile up on there.
This is
So,
absolutely
yeah.
amazing.
What would also one day be amazing, being recognized for his talent.
Oh, I think it would be an absolute honor to be on that wall with Peter Frampton and Toto. Like, I love all these guys, and to be inducted here or the Rock Hall or anywhere would just be a really good feeling of like, I did it, you know? Like, I made it.
Well, Peyton is also writing music, so he'll be looking forward to using those certificates from Bach to Rock, Franklin, and Nashville Westy into the studio to record, and he's enjoying all the items in the Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum swag bag.
And what great hair he has.
Yes.
Guys, it's easy to submit a nomination for Musician of the Month. Visit localon2.com, click Local on 2 in the header, and that's where you'll find the contest link. All high school students are eligible, including students who are homeschooled.